Good evening, everybody. This is Scott DeCamp with CatchMark SportsNet. We're in the podcast studio. We're pleased to have with us members of Montague's cross-country team, boys and girls. They're here for their media day. I know it's a little bit late, but still some big meets coming up with some conference stuff coming up with GMAA and then, of course, the regional. We have with us senior Owen Rath. Hello, Owen.
What's up?
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
And we have Delaney Schultz, senior as well, right?
Yep.
Yes. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. Thanks for coming on the podcast. And then senior Clay Johnson, which I heard you've been running on varsity for like 8 years, they were saying.
Yeah,
I
something
know
like
that's not possible, but you've been running a long time.
Yeah, since 6th grade about.
And you're a fisherman too, I take it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You'll see that stuff come out when this media day stuff comes out. We'll talk about that in a minute. But thanks for joining me, guys. Tell me a little bit about yourself, each of you, and why you run cross country and why you've stuck with it.
This is my first year cross country, so I don't really got much to say, but I like it. I love Mr. Brunson, and running sucks sometimes, but it's good to finish the race.
I kind of was forced into it my freshman year, and I thought I was going to hate it. And then the community that is just built with the people on the team is just amazing, and I haven't found that with any other group. So just keep coming back, and I love the coach and the people, and it's great.
Started in 6th grade because it was like one of the only sports we were able to run during there. And I guess just ever since then, I kind of just like the running of it because it's kind of like a mental game almost. So it kind of just keeps you pushing to keep going harder and harder as more you can go.
What I find ironic about running is that people say, "Oh, it's so great, it feels so good," but then you watch them run and they just got agony all over their faces. I know what they mean when they say that because at one time I used to try to run a little bit, maybe did like a couple 5Ks, but I understand that feeling you get though once you get into it. And how would you describe it though? How would each of you describe that? I don't know if you guys have ever experienced what they call a runner's high or not, but what have you?
No.
And if you have,
No.
Are you still looking for that?
Yeah, I hope. That would be awesome mid-race to have that. I have not had that.
I have not had. You haven't been doing it long enough. What about you guys?
I had it once in a 10-miler. It was awful, super hot, and then I got to like mile 7. I'm like, there's only 3 more. I can do this, and then it felt so much easier.
Yeah, I've hit it a few times. It's usually like on those longer runs though, I usually get like halfway through, and then the miles just like seem like they fly by so easily, and then the pace just kind of picks up with it.
Who's your toughest competitor that you've been had in your career?
It's been I just started, so I don't.
Like, who's the toughest runner you faced this year? Is there anyone that jumps out?
I don't know.
What about the kid from Fremont? Was he pretty tough?
What's his name?
Pettis, Sean Pettis.
Never heard of him.
Probably because he was way ahead of you.
Yeah, I bet Noah will catch him eventually.
Yeah, Noah's putting up some good times. What about you? Who do you think?
I have one. Like, there's not just been one person I've been with, like, competing with the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I guess this has kind of been like Drew Boringa from Whitehall.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him just kind of been racing each other, pacing each other, having kind of like a mutual, I guess, kind of race when we run together. We kind of just push each other throughout the race. But then from our team, I'd probably say Noah. He's usually pushed me pretty hard to try and get up in the front of the pack with him. So,
does it frustrate you, Noah, being your brother, that he is just? I mean, you're natural a lot of stuff too, but like I heard you talking about Noah maybe a week or so ago. You're talking about he's so light, but yet he's got pretty muscular legs for his frame. So I'm sure that helps him with running.
I'm pretty sure that's the only reason he runs fast. He doesn't weigh a single thing. Like, he's like 95 pounds. That's all he weighs.
I would say that 40 of that's probably his hair.
Yeah. No, yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that and his legs. But those are tiny too. So, I mean, you watch him during soccer, he'll run into somebody and just fly backwards. He doesn't. He just glides. I don't know. Yeah, it does make me mad because I'm better than him at literally everything else besides video games, everything else. And then he just shows up and just beats me, and it makes me mad.
But, I mean, maybe it helps to have a certain frame for running. Maybe it doesn't. Does it? You guys tell me. It doesn't matter? Or is it just depending on your style and how much work you put in and all those things too?
I mean, I think like at some point it is kind of like frustrating to see someone like kind of just show up randomly and like being able to run faster than you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, coming at it from a teammate's perspective, you always love to see more people come out and join the team. And it just kind of brings the team closer together because then everybody else on the team wants to try and push themselves to be closer to him.
What are your thoughts on that in terms of just, I guess, what it takes to be a really good runner? I mean, what are the things? What are the elements? Obviously, work ethic, but what else do you think?
I think your mindset has a lot to do with it. Like if you want to get better, you will work hard enough and you will get better. And if you like don't care about it, then you're not going to see much improvement. So it's all in your head.
So, what are your goals for the season? Obviously, we're quite a ways through the season, but there's still some big meets, as we stated, to go yet. So, what are you guys' goals?
Well, team-wise, probably want to go to state, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, team-wise, yeah, that's what we want to do. My goal, run fast, run hard. That's the whole point. Get in shape, just run.
Mine's just to keep moving my time forward, keep trying to get closer to my PR, and then just make it through the season injury-free.
Yeah, mine would be just to get into the 16s for the running.
Nah, Clay's going to state.
Yeah,
He's
that
going
too.
to state. Come on.
Yeah.
Have you guys, either of you guys been to state?
Not like running it, but I've gone as a spectator with the team and watched it.
Watched?
Yeah.
What do you think that'd be like just to compete in it?
It's crazy. Like the amount of people that's watching, I don't know. I feel like I
Yeah.
would be nervous, but then again, not because it's not just on you. Like some of
Right.
the smaller meets,
Yeah.
like you can feel people watching.
Mhm.
But state's so big that I
Yeah.
don't know, it'd be kind of cool.
So, what's the toughest course you've ever run?
I feel that last one was pretty bad. The Manistee course at their high school.
I'd have to say Branston Park. That one,
Yeah.
that was a tough one. Whole course
all
is
hills.
yeah, all hills.
What was that? Have we run that?
No, that was last year. You never ran it.
Oh,
You lucked
yeah.
out.
Manistee,
last-
worst one
The
for
last
me.
half mile of Branstrom Park was like all up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Bad.
Fremont one, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Heard that's really tough.
Yeah,
And so, what do you guys think of the Hill and Bale?
that's a fun one. I always loved to run that race.
That was harder than I thought it would be. I was actually tight. I thought you're going to jump over some bales and be fine, but I got done and I was like, what?
You're jumping on the bales, right?
No, you got to jump the bale. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
You,
What's
you
out?
That's
can't
not-
like just walk over. You have to like jump.
You
over
got to
it.
hurdle it.
Yeah.
I've seen people jump on it though.
Yeah, Noah did.
Not supposed to.
Yeah.
You
He's
can. That's not a rule.
It's the unwritten rule.
I know where this is going. They're like, well, you're not a man if you can't hurdle it.
I mean, Noah's not a man.
Speaking of a man, do you know somebody by the name of Jerome on here in their comments? Or is this, you see the comments up there?
Have you invited Joseph Biden since it?
This person's making it a political thing, but hey, I don't know.
Since it the
Don't
fall
know.
season, he'll be great taking part. A full house guaranteed. I don't know what that joke means.
I don't
don't
know.
either.
But we have a comment at least. So anyone else
a first.
watching there? I know there's people watching in the conference room, teammates of yours. And Coach Chuck Connell is over there. I think he's still over there watching.
Yeah.
So let's hear it. Let's hear your comments. What do you got questions for these guys? Let us know. So you guys do any other sports?
I do.
Yeah.
I do basketball, golf.
I do track, maybe powerlifting this winter. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do track mainly, just track and cross.
Don't forget about Powder Puff.
And
Good football
power puff,
player.
Yeah, if that counts.
So what's your favorite sport?
It was basketball. It's golf now. It's golf.
That runs in the family.
Yeah, that's a game. That's awesome.
Mine's tied, track and cross. Can't pick.
Yeah, I'd say mine's probably tied too. They each have their benefits, but they each kind of outweigh the other a little bit more than.
So you guys who are doing track too, what events?
I mainly focus in the 4x8 and then the open 800, and then last year is the first time I've done the 4x400.
I did the 4x8, the open 8, and then shot put and discus.
We got another comment.
We love you too. Who's that? Who's Sparks?
Do you know who that is or not?
No.
Who might be putting that name out there?
Joey B. Joey Brunson. Shout out to Joe.
Where's he at? You said that's right. He's at.
He's
with family
personal-
stuff right now.
Personal business.
He's
Yeah.
got some family stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
We would have loved to see him here, but we got Chuck holding down the fort.
Question for Delaney. Who's your favorite teammate?
Favorite
That's a good one.
Oh boy, I don't know.
That's
if I
a tough
can
one.
pick.
Don't pick wrong.
Okay, I'll do one girl, one guy. Girls, probably Cami, because this is our last year together, and we
biased.
kind of just hang out a lot. And then guys team, probably Clay, because we've been through all 4 seasons together. So
I'm not mad about that.
I was going to say, who's your favorite one on this set here, but
It's Clay.
it kind of narrows it down.
Not me.
Any other comments out there? Come on, you guys got to have more than that. Any TikTok ideas?
TikTok ideas.
You guys are getting out of TikToks.
What kind of TikToks can we do?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't have it, so
Jimmy's a TikTok guy.
he's a big TikTok.
He said
Jimmy-
he's not, but
No,
I
he's
just
a
did the
lot.
No, he
one.
is.
That's a
He
lie.
I don't know his TikTok, but look it up. Look him up.
When I did the wrestling TikTok on those guys, he was right in front and center dancing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a TikTok guy.
He's a big TikTok guy.
He just posted one about he was flexing or something at wrestling.
Yeah.
It was lit.
So fishing. So Clay, you brought the fishing pole,
Yep.
and that was pretty cool. You know, kind of you got yourself a nice cross country spike, wherever you call them. So you get out and fish a lot then?
Yeah, I try to get out as much as I can. Yeah.
Where do you go typically?
Kind of just depends on what I'm fishing for, I guess. 'Cause if it's gonna be like bluegill or some panfish, then I'll like go over to the docks here in Whitehall or in Montague. But then if it's some bass fishing, then I kind of switch some spots up. But then if I'm gonna do some like salmon fishing or something, then I'll go out to Lake Michigan.
So to you guys, what's the best part about living in Montague or living in White Lake area?
I like being so close to the lake, and I feel like there's so many opportunities here to like just be outside and be with different groups of people and just find different things to do all year round.
Yeah, I like the outdoors. I play a lot of video games. So, I definitely like the community. It's pretty dope most of the time. Some of the time it can make you angry, but I mean, like you say something that your neighbor down the road, around the corner, down by the high school will know what you said.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the time it's pretty
I
awesome.
grew up in a small town. I know what that's like.
Yeah.
So who's the best golfer in the family?
Oh, jeez. Me. It's me. Brent Rath cannot play golf. He's too big right now. I'm the best golfer.
You just can't get the turn.
Well,
maybe?
once he loses another 40 pounds, he'll beat me probably. But
Just 'cause you
probably
get the turn, maybe then more turn.
Yeah, I hit it farther.
Yeah.
I can't chip, but I can do everything else.
So, in terms of other interests, obviously school and sports, cross country, track, for you, golf, basketball, etc., takes a lot of time. Obviously, we talked about your fishing. Anything else that you guys like to do to pass the time besides just hanging out with friends? I think everyone likes to do that. But any other like hidden talents, guilty pleasures, etc., that you guys like to do?
I sing and I play the guitar. So
Oh, nice.
I do a bunch of open mics around town, Sawyer's, North Grove. I've performed at. Yeah, that's kind of my side fun thing to do.
Did you know that about her?
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So is she good or what?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw you sing at church
They were
with
too.
Matt playing the drums,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and was that Grayson?
Yep.
Yeah, and whoever that other guy was playing the bass.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
But yeah.
But I haven't been to Sawyer's ever.
Me neither.
So,
bar.
So.
it's
Well, that's
over
why.
in Montague.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sawyer's.
So are these songs you're writing, or are you singing other songs?
Normally just covers. I've like written a couple, but I've never performed them, so we'll see.
What's your favorite cover?
Oh boy. Anything by Noah Khan is fun to play. Tricky, but it's fun. And then I tend to do just like older country kind of. So
That's lit.
Nice. So you have any other thoughts on the season or anything else about Media Day? Like, what was the best part of Media Day?
Best part of Media Day was Jimmy. Jimmy flexing. He really loves his muscles. He is muscly, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. If those muscles went away, I think Jimmy would probably.
You're just like
hot.
Jimmy because you're taller than him.
obviously, come on. He gave me his chain, too. So
I like the chains and the sunnies. I
Yeah.
like a lot.
I felt dripped out when I walked in
You
here.
are.
You
really
look
are.
dripped out.
Jimmy took the Player of the Week belt. By the way, hit up Player of the Week, MHS. It's on Instagram.
That's pretty cool.
And I couldn't bring it in here, but I would be wearing it.
Yeah.
But Jimmy left. Shout out to JV.
Did you end up wearing the medallion or not?
the
The MVP medallion?
I don't think I did. Who you
Cammy.
did?
I put it on
Yeah.
Cammy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was them.
that's cool. All right, guys. Any other thoughts about what you guys got coming up, or anything else before we sign off on this podcast?
Yeah, hopefully it stays warm.
Oh man,
'Cause
I was in
been-
Lake Michigan each of the last 3 days, like actually swimming.
it's like what is it outside right now?
60s,
Yeah.
64
Oh,
maybe.
so it's not that hot,
No.
but
It's nice.
it felt
It's
warm.
comfortable.
Good running weather.
We just
Yeah,
ran.
yeah.
We ran VO2 800s, and it felt like
It
90
felt
degrees.
nice, yeah.
I was sweating. It felt nice.
It was
Dude,
good
like,
I was
it was
sweating.
nice weather, but it was kind of warm still.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Matt Leatherman on here. What is your favorite year in cross clay?
I don't know. I feel like each year kind of brings its own kind of benefits to it, so I don't know if I can really pick one specific year that I like more than the other.
You got a favorite year. We all know you got a favorite year.
I don't know if I do though, cause like
2020.
cause like each year, like it had like
2021.
there's good parts of each year.
I would say my favorite year of cross was 2020.
What year was that? Like who was on the team?
It was 2020. Connor was on the team.
Oh, that was a
You only
fun
like it
team.
because you didn't have to run.
I was playing soccer. Shout out to Montague soccer team, beat North Muskegon last night.
Yep, they kept North Muskegon from sharing the title.
Yup.
Bring
Benny
out one
Mish.
outright.
Bring out Benny Mish. He'll save anything.
So we also have Grace Reed on here. She says Delaney is good at singing.
You should
From
sing
Cammie, though.
something.
Hey,
You
From
should
Cammie.
sing something.
no.
Yeah.
What?
Actually, we should
No.
before we sign
Yeah.
off.
No.
We'll keep the
Sing just a
podcast
little
going.
bit, just a little
We'll
thing,
keep this
just a little-
podcast going until she sings something.
We'll get the rest of the cross team in here. Be like
Yeah.
a chorus, you know.
Yeah, that'd be
Ooh,
fun.
what's 1 + 1?
1 + 1.
2.
That's 2.
Yeah, something like that.
Math geniuses.
There's like a heart next to all the comments. Do we love everyone?
I don't know if we should love them or not. I think I couldn't like or love it. Maybe. Let me see.
What does it do? Hide this user. Grace, you're gone.
We're getting
Remove
rid of her.
Get her out of here.
No. No, they're still here. So, anything else, guys?
Can't think of anything.
Sorry.
We can hear everything.
Everything,
we're
including
saying.
my chin across the microphone here, covered. So sorry about that. I did
That's
shave
okay.
this morning.
I didn't. I got hair on my chin.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I got hair
What
on my chin.
What hair?
A full beard.
It's right here.
What do
Where?
you see?
Yeah, you don't have to see it. It's there.
I can't see it.
Take my word for it.
Not there.
All right. Anything else, guys?
I got nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
Well, thanks for joining me, and best
Thank you.
wishes to you guys the rest of the way. Got some big meets coming up. We have Senior Owen Rath, Senior Delaney Schultz, and Senior Clay Johnson. I'm Scott DeCamp, CatchMark SportsNet. This was the podcast for the Montague Cross Country Media Day. Have a great night, everybody.